Hey, so what's up, everybody? So I'll be talking about the South Africa versus Canada match. You see that light right there? You see that light? That's a homage to Canada, man. Any team that wins in this World Cup, any team that wins in the round of 32 or in the knockout rounds, I'll decorate the light specifically for you, just to show like the appreciation. You know what I mean? Just to show you appreciation for winning a game. Overall. But that light is a dedication to Canada, man. Red. You know what I mean? Overall, they did great, man. Canada did great. They had less passing accuracy than South Africa. They had basically less possession than South Africa, and they had less passes than South Africa. Less passing accuracy, less passes, and less possession than South Africa. And they still managed to have more shots on goal. Like South Africa, they don't really have strikers like that. I don't know why, man. They don't really got strikers like that. South Africa. They played defensively. They played really good, South Africa. They played defensively very, very good. But the only thing with them that's missing, the only thing with South Africa that's missing is the strikers. They need somebody that can score goals, man. Where was Foster at? And come to think of it, where was he at, bro? Like, where was Foster at, bro? I mean, for like, I always think that he's one of their best finishers. I always think that he's one of their most clinical finishers. But overall, but South Africa, they tried, they did the best that they could overall, but I feel like they were just passing the ball too much, man. Yo, these boys were passing the ball too much. South Africa, they were passing the ball too much at their own end. Goalkeeper passes to the defender, defender passes to the goalkeeper. I mean, it was just boring, man. Like a lot of fans were growing really agitated. A lot of fans got agitated by that. A lot of fans were blowing. They were literally booing that because like people came to see a knockout game, man. Like if you don't want to attack, if you don't have the confidence to attack, simply just I mean, you know what I mean? Why did you even qualify to the knockout rounds, man? If you don't have a form of attack, you know what I mean? You need to attack, bro. You need to attack. You need to have a form of attack. That's one thing about the South African team. The South African team, one thing that they're lacking is that they don't have a strong form of attack. They defend really good. Like they defend really, really good. You know what I mean? They defend well. They win the ball back. But when they get the ball back, they don't know what to do with the ball. They don't know what to do with it. Like when they get the ball back, they don't know what to do with the ball. And that's always a problem. When you're in the knockout rounds, teams are coming for your head. Teams are literally coming to take the win. And if you're not shooting, well, they'll be shooting. They're coming in guns blazing. You know what I mean? Like if you're not shooting, well, you're gonna be taken out because like they're coming in guns blazing because they know that if they don't shoot, they're gonna be out of the competition. And nobody wanna be out of the competition, you know? So South Africa was just playing a very timid game. They didn't have a form of attack. They didn't have a form of like putting a strike on goal. Like there was a chance there where I saw I think it was like the left wing. He crossed the ball so bad. Like I thought the ball was gonna go out of bound for. I really thought the ball was gonna go out of bound. That's how horrible he crossed the ball. Like how do you want to score like crossing the ball like that? Their defenders did great. Shout out to Mbokazi. I mean, shout out to that brother, man. He balled out, man. The brother can defend, man. I saw that defending he did, bro. He went like this, then he put a back heel to win. Man, bro, Mbokazi is good, bro. He literally followed and he was the last man. If the Canadian attacker had beat him, that would have been a goal for. He was like the last man standing. And the Canadian attacker, he basically beat Mbokazi. He basically beat Mbokazi, but you know what Mbokazi did? He put his right foot back and he was able to kick the ball out. I mean, for real. Like he basically did like a mini Travella. He basically did like a mini Travella to win the ball from the Canadian attacker for real. That's what Mbokazi did. I mean, he's a great defender. You know what I mean? He was like the last man standing. And he did a mini Travella, like a back foot. He put his right foot behind his back and he was able to win the ball out of the Canadian attacker's feet. So overall, but Mbokazi, that defending right there, I've never seen that before. I gotta put some more details and emphasis into what I saw. Like I've never seen that before for real. Like that right there, that's skilled defending. That's and I think he plays. I think he plays in the MLS or something like that. He was able to sign a contract in the MLS. But I would have been really happy if he went to Europe or maybe like in Spain or places like that or in Italy. But like he's still good in the MLS. You know, the MLS is a really good football league. You know, they have a really good football league. A lot of people underrate the MLS, but the MLS is really really good. The MLS is like super super good. You know what I mean? But overall, Mbokazi he played good, man. He played good. South Africa overall, the defenders, I give their defenders a 9 out of 10 for real. I give the South African defenders a 9 out of 10. But when it comes to the South African attackers, they didn't do anything, man. They had more possession. They literally had more possession. They had more passes. They had more passing accuracy, and they had less shot on goal, man. For real, bro. How can you have more possession and have less shot on goal? How is that possible, man? How? Why? Like you're in the knockout stages. You're in the knockout stages in the World Cup. You gotta if you're having more possession and you're having more passes and you're having better passing accuracy, you gotta have at least a goal. You gotta have at least a goal to back that up. You can't do all that work and not score a goal, not even to talk of put more shots on target than your opposing team. Canada had like 14 or 13 shots on target. South Africa only had like 6 or 7 shots on target. Maybe 6 shots on target. They only had 6 shots on target, man. That just shows you the shooting quality. Like they just lack that finishing skill. South Africa just lacked that finishing skill, that finishing ability, that ability to just score that goal. I mean, like if they were like the DRC and they had the ability to finish, they would have just closed the game out with just one goal. Like South Africa would have just closed the game out with just one goal if they had the ability to score, then sit back and defend. You know what I mean? They would have been able to close the game out because their defending was good enough. They were double teaming Alfonso Davis. They were double teaming him, and they were winning the ball away from Davis. You know what I mean? Alfonso Davis, he didn't know what to do. He had no answer. Davis had no answer for the South African defenders. He had no answer for the South African defenders. Alfonso Davies had no answer for them. That's how good the South African defenders played. They played good, man. They played great football. They played really good football. You know what I mean? And shout out to that ball guy, that South African defender. That's a little bit ball. Shout out to him, man. He's a great defender. He's underrated, man. That man is underrated. He's a great footballer. He's a great defender. He's underrated. I haven't seen any attacker or any winger in world football that has won that man. 1v1. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen any attacker in world football that has won that man from South Africa. The ball headed dude, man. The tall ball headed dude. I haven't seen nobody in world football that has beat that man 1v1. I challenge you, man. I challenge you in the comment section. Let me know who has beat that man 1v1, bro. He locked Alfonso Davis down today completely. He locked him down today, man, for real. Like he's a great defender. Overall, but the game was great. The game was really, really good. And South Africa, they played to their ability. South Africa played really, really good in terms of defense, but when it comes to attacking, they were just lacking, man. They just didn't have any attack. South Africa just didn't have no attack, bro. And I was scared for the DRC yesterday too because I was watching them trying to score and I was getting frustrated. If it wasn't for that penalty that opened up the goal, that opened up the ability for them to score goals. I mean, I was feeling so frustrated for the DRC because I was like, nobody was taking shots on target. I mean, they were trying, but eventually when that penalty came, the goals just started coming in, you know. So I'm happy for the DRC. I'm rooting for them. Shout out to them. I'm rooting for them big time for real. I'm rooting for the DRC, man, and I'm rooting for Cape Verde, man. I'm really happy Cape Verde qualified ahead of Cameroon. I'm really happy because Cameroon they would have went there just to record attendance, bro. This is what they do, but they just go to the World Cup just to record attendance and do nothing, man. These folks are not serious, man. They're not serious, man. They're not playing for the best. They're not playing for the country. Zambo Frank Anguissa, Andre Onana, all these guys, man, they're not playing for the country, man. Shout out to Vincent Abubakar, man. He's a great player for real. Overall, but hey, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that Cape Verde qualified to the World Cup. And I'm really happy what they're doing. Like shout out to Cape Verde. They're doing their thing. And shout out to them. And I wish to see a lot of more greatness from Cape Verde. I wish to see a lot more performances. They are representing the African continent to the peakness of power. They're representing the continent to their greatest ability of power, and they're succeeding. And I wish them the best of luck. I wish Cape Verde, the Blue Sharks, the best of luck. And I hope that they can get to the quarterfinals. I hope they can get all the way to the finals, man. Let's go. Anything is possible, man. Let's go. Overall, but Cape Verde, yeah, surprising me. I'm really happy that they qualified. I'm happy that they won. They went to the World Cup, and I'm happy that they have gone to the round of 32 overall. But hey, but let's get back into the review. But South Africa, you guys really, really pissed off a lot of fans today, man. Like you pissed off a lot of fans today for real. I can see the boost. I could have heard the boost in the stadium. I could have heard the boost in the stadium. A lot of fans were upset. They were like, "Yo, what are you guys doing? You're passing the ball back. This is the knockout rounds, bro. We pay. People pay to see these matches, bro. Folks pay to see these matches. They got to deal with the hydration breaks, and then they got to deal with you doing that." I saw that joint yesterday with the Austria and Algeria match, and I was like, "Yo, what are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing, man? For real, you know what I mean?" But at the same time, South Africa, they was trying to waste time, but they just didn't have any form of attack, man. You can do that. I can understand if you're doing something like that. I can definitely understand it. You know, if you're doing something like that, I can understand it. But if you're doing that, you're wasting time and you don't have any form of attack. Your guys can't put a shot on target. You know what I mean? Even though you have more possession, more passes, and more passing accuracy, but you can't put a shot on target. You can't even score a single goal. That's disappointing, man. That's really disappointing. It just shows that you got to this stage by luck. That's what that shows. It shows that it shows that from the group stages you got to this stage by luck. You didn't really perform at your best ability to get to this stage. You got to this stage by luck. Deuce was passing the ball back for, and I was like, "Yo, wasn't that the same? Like, didn't you guys mess up in the first game doing the same thing, like passing the ball back? Didn't you guys mess up doing that? Why you all doing it again? You know what I mean? Overall, but hey, but South Africa, they tried. I give them a lot of credit. Shout out to them. They made it to the round of 32 and they did their job. They tried the best they could. This was a great match. In Canada, they did great, and that goal was just a clinical goal. Was a great goal. They deserved the win. Hey yo, shout out to Canada. I hope they can make it to the quarterfinals. I hope they can really like do something big in this competition, this World Cup. I hope Canada can do something big in this World Cup. You know what I mean? But overall, it was a great match, and thank you for watching. Hey yo, shout out, man. Shout out. Let's go. Yeah, they are not playing for the country, man. The Cameroonian players, they are not playing for the country.